Hello everybody, you've caught me taking my jumper off and you've caught me with my lovely Christmas tree. Let me just adjust a little bit. So today we are still moving. After all, we are moving entities. We are built of love, of light, of colour, of sound, of magic. We're built of energy and therefore we can't help but move. So if you're getting towards Christmas and you think, I've just got to get through this last bit, I've just got to keep going, and then I can have a lie-in, and then I can stop. I've got news for you. You don't ever stop. You don't ever stop. Why? Because you are energy, and energy wants to move. Energy wants to change. Energy wants to be where they are and then springboard off into something new. We are about experience after experience after experience. And that doesn't have to be in an overwhelming way, because in each experience you can express, you can connect to the divine love in each experience. You can feel your way through each experience. You can take a moment in this experience now and feel the floor through your feet. You can heavy into your physical body and express in a way that maybe you haven't before. But that doesn't mean that you're not changing. Even if you're still in a moment, it doesn't mean that you're not moving. Hence why I call this still movement, because you're still moving. In moments of expression, as you are drinking in all that's around you, as you are experiencing more and more and more layers of that one experience, you are moving. I say it in my movement classes all the time. You might be repeating an exercise. You might be doing a second round. You've just done one. So therefore, the way you approach the second repetition is always different, because you are different. So it's time to stop expecting us to show up in the same way to each new experience. Yes, you bring a truth of who you are to those experiences. But isn't it beautiful that you can show up differently? That means that you can get more out of each experience. You can be sat on your same sofa with your same people watching the same film, and you can feel very different about that in each different scenario. And that is why you're here. That is why you chose to have a physical existence, because you wanted to experience. You wanted to experience living this physical life and creating the life that you wanted to live. And that doesn't have to be highbrow. It's just in this moment. I want to create. I want to make a YouTube live. I want to make a cup of tea. It's creating. But importantly, you wanted to create and live as all of you, so that you could then grow and move towards more of you. And you might be in this moment going, hang on a minute, how do you know what I want? Because I know you. I know energy. I know what it is to be a wee physical human. I can connect to your desire, your hope, the freedom that you hold. And freedom for you is all that you are, moving to all that you can be. So the reason I jumped on and did this live this morning, and you'll usually find me live on a Tuesday morning, is because I wanted to express to you guys that you can move anything into or out of your present experience. That is the power that you are as the creator that you are. And so this morning, after a lovely snow day yesterday and a bit of a, I've got quite a lot to do before Christmas, before Bella breaks up from school, I shelved it. I enjoyed yesterday for what it was, because I had no control over whether I was going to get my work done. And then today, this morning, I woke up with a real impetus of, yeah, there's stuff to do. And what did I experience? A pressure, a push inside my head. And I was like, oh, I don't want that today, was my first thought. And I thought to myself, well, that's okay, I know how powerful an energy of change I am. I can change that for me. I can move that out of my experience. And then I thought, do you know what? I bet there are other people out there, especially around this crazy time of year where we are trying to fit in a million more exciting things into our lovely lives, where we're trying to live the life that we always have and layered on top of that are 35,000 things. Bring in Christmas to show you're not as busy as you think you are, because I'm just as busy as I was, but there seems to be all these other things I need to do, like remembering pounds for Christmas jumper days and baking mince pies. And they're all good things, otherwise you wouldn't be doing them. But that doesn't mean that they're not draining of your capacity. Okay, so maybe in this moment you want to move in an enhancement to your energetic capacity, or maybe you want to move out some experience that you're having, a symptom maybe you want to move out and away something that's draining of that capacity. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do it through still movement. So the beauty of still movement with me is that you get to move. You don't have to roll your mat out. You don't have to lie down on the floor. Now, those videos are always available to you guys. As a movement teacher at heart, a physical movement teacher, I love to move you physically, because I know that when I engage you in physical movement with me, we move you on all other layers. We move you energetically. It's not just about whether that arm goes there or not. It's about, if that arm can't go there, why not? What do I need to move out of my experience so that I can better move that arm? Why? Because if you zoom out to the biggest picture, if something isn't working as it wants to within your body, so if you go to a cellular layer, every single cell in your body wants to work as it's designed to work. And if it's not, then you will experience symptoms. And it's just your cells going, hey, psst, this is not quite how we want to be working. Can you give me a hand here? There's a little bit of imbalance here. There's a little bit of dis-ease. And those cells are always talking to you. They're always elbowing you. But if you ignore them for long enough, or you can't quite tune into them, then they kind of turn up the volume on the dis-ease, right? You start to get a pressure headache. You start to get a sore knee. And you can say to me, oh, yeah, but I got a sore knee because I fell over. Okay, but what made you fall over? Well, it was icy outside. Okay. Well, what about the other knee? Why does one knee hurt and the other one doesn't? Oh, well, I fell on that one. Okay, well, why did you fall that way? But maybe because I favour holding my weight on the other side. Oh, and why do you do that? I don't know. There's always a reason. There's always a call back to the imbalance, because this is where, back here is where you're going to fix the problem. You go to the reason for the imbalance, and all of the superficial symptoms that are in our present experience vanish. You treat the superficial symptom and it might ease away for sure, but because the reason is still back here, it might rear its head again. And the reason I'm talking you through this is because I'm creating a mini membership for Christmas, which you're all welcome to join. It's £20 and it includes, I want to say, 9 short videos from me that you can build your own adventure with. Some of them are still movement, so you'll be able to just plug into them, listen, lie on your bed, listen to them as you're making mince pies. And they will have an energetic impetus to help you to move away from pain, move away from overwhelm, move away from overindulgence, move towards more breath, move towards change. And then there'll also be physical movement exercise videos, which you can engage with me. You can connect with me and do this with me. And this can be a brilliant way to hook you into energetic movement if it's something that you're not as familiar with, but you are a moving person, as we all are, because even if you don't think of yourself as, I go to Pilates every week, you still walk to the kitchen from your bedroom. You are a moving entity. You're in a physical human body. So physical human movement is an easy way to hook you into your an awareness, an understanding and a knowing of your energetic prowess, I suppose, the energy that you are. Because this can be something that maybe some of you are less familiar with. This can be something that maybe I'm just introducing you to the idea of. So come explore it with me. I will put details of the membership up. Like I say, it's £20 and it's a family membership, or just £25 and you can gift it to a friend as well. And you'll be invited into a community where we will share the videos and hopefully interact over Christmas. There's lots of fun in there. There's lots of playfulness, but there's a lot of valuable content that will help you if anything were to rear its head over Christmas, or if you felt those slight habitual patterns creeping in that, oh, my back's getting a bit niggly, or if you just wanted to keep those habitual patterns at bay. If you know that you're a moving person, but everything kind of grinds to a halt for 2 or 3 weeks over Christmas, but you want to keep moving, these videos are for you. Come and taste them at this really cheap introductory price. You get to work with me, and you get to experience the potency of change that I can call you to. And it will only ever be change that's relevant to you. Not the change that I want for you, but change that is important to you in that moment, is going to bring you an enhancement of the experience and the connections that you're having. So let's just put it simply, a better Christmas, more fun with the people that you love, more fun in each experience, more love, whatever it is that you want to experience in those experiences. I can turn the volume up on that for you if it's relevant to you. So let's give you a little taster, because I promised you that you can move anything into or out of your experience. So we're going to connect to the divine energy of play. Now, I am the play guru, and if you know anything about me, you know that that is true. I love divine play. Play is a powerful energy of change. It brings a potency to change because it allows you to take your hands off the wheel. It allows you to say, oh, well, you know what I want. You take me there in the best way. It's a dropping of the control, which is beautiful at this time of year when you might be juggling 300 balls. This is a plate or a ball that divine play says, hey, I've got this. That pressure headache, let me take you away from that, because that's important for you right now so that you can enjoy the experience that you're in. Today, I want to enjoy this last bit of creation around my membership. I want to enjoy the creation of the advertising, of putting it out to you guys. And I don't want a squeeze inside my head. So when you're ready, choose to close your eyes if you wish to, or not, but just take a breath. Or two. Allow yourself to settle. And settle is important. What we're actually doing here is drawing your energy from outside of you, and we are condensing it within, which is why you might feel it. You might feel a hugging in through the middle of your being. You might feel in this moment an enhancement of that symptom. So my pressure headache has just turned up a little. That condensing of your energy is kind of highlighting and pinpointing and spotlighting that where you want change. So feel it. What is it that you want differently? It might not be a physical symptom. You might just be watching this and going, I want more fun today. I want less overwhelm. I want my to-do list not to feel so overbearing. I don't want to just get to the end of the to-do list to feel good. I want to feel good now. I want to feel good as I'm getting through my to-do list, as I'm doing the things on my list, because after all, they're on my list because I put them there. And you might think, hang on a minute, on my to-do list today, I've got to check in with my car insurance. And it's definitely a job I don't want to be doing. Zoom out. You do. You want to drive a car. You want to be insured to drive a car. You want to be able to drive a car because it's going to bring you to the experiences that you want. If you zoom out, you go, oh yeah, that job doesn't seem so heavy anymore, overbearing. I can feel the hope in it. I can feel a lightness coming in. So I'll give you a moment to find whatever it is that you want to be moving towards or moving away from, drawing into your experience or gently pushing out of this current experience. And when you've got it, we're now going to ask divine play to swoop in. And I feel it, and you may well feel this differently, but whenever I feel divine play, I almost feel it like waves on a monitor. Vibration, I suppose, is what I'm connecting into. And divine dance is here as well. And divine dance is an energy that helps to step you towards divine play. Some of you will find it harder than others to step towards divine play. It might feel a bit frivolous or lacking in purpose. It's not. Forget the dictionary definition of play. Divine play is serious, and it's serious in love, but it's also powerful and potent. And it's important to change. And change is important to you. It's important to all that is. It's important to living life. So divine dance is going to dance you guys towards divine play. Sometimes I see divine play as a buffet of choice. And divine dance is walking you up to the buffet. And on the buffet, you get to pick. You get to see the multiple ways in which you could change this current experience. And you get to sample and try. And it's in the playing and in the, oh, I might just have a bit of that, and then I want a bit of that, and then I want a bit of this. That divine play is slowly leading you towards where you want to go. And the thing with divine play is that you don't get to come in and go, right, I want this right now. You can have a desire for sure, like my desire to ease that pressure headache, but I don't get to choose the how it goes. Same with you. It may well be that the experience is changed in the most illogical, unfathomable, completely unable to understand why you're doing it this way. And divine play says, I've got this. I'm changing your experience in this way because it's the best way for you. So now that you're kind of connecting and acclimatizing to divine dance and divine play, trust that this is for your greatest good. Be excited that this is going to take you towards something positive in this moment. Expect with expectation now that change is coming, and it's going to be change that you want. And it might not be in the way that you think you want it, but who cares how you get the thing that you want? As long as it feels good along the way, and as long as you get to where you want to go. Because this is what it's about. It's not about the destination. Heck, it's not even about the journey. It's about the experiences that make up the journey. And it's about each experience going, oh, well, that's actually led me over here. And I think the journey is that way. And I'm pretty sure that's the destination. But divine play is going, oh, but look how much fun it is over here. And oh, then we go this way. And look, we barrow down the tunnel. And suddenly I'm finding best way for you. Best way isn't always the shortest route. Best way is the way that's going to get you to what you really want, in the way that you want it. And I don't mean in the path that you want it. I mean, the last thing you want is to think you want the car. And then when you get the car, all you are is terrified of crashing the car. No. We want you to get you what you want and to experience what you want in the way that you want it. So many of us this time of year go, God, wouldn't it be nice to win the lottery? Wouldn't it be nice to have a massive tax rebate? The last thing we would want is that money to land and then to feel overwhelmed about, oh, well, what am I going to do with it? I've got all this money. Do I give some away? Do I not? What will people think of me if I don't give them some money? That's not actualizing. That's not truly experiencing. That's not saturating in the thing that you want. Because you're getting the thing, but you're not getting all the feelings that the thing brings you, which is what you want in the first place. That's why you want the thing. Why do I want my pressure headache to go? So there's a little bit more ease and flow and fun in the rest of my day. So divine play is bringing me towards ease and fun and flow for the rest of my day. Is it bringing it to me in the way that I think it is? Maybe not. My first thought this morning was, is there a little virus? Maybe I could do some energetic healing on myself to, clear out my lymphatic system and boost my immunity. Maybe divine play is doing that for me, and that's what's easing the pressure. Or maybe there are a million other things that could be causing that pressure headache that I don't have to understand. I don't have to analyse. I don't even have to know about. And this is my bag, because I'm all about you guys loving your living. And for me, loving my living means high level. Sometimes it means understanding more and deep diving and analysing, but I've spent a lot of my 40 years doing that. And now I find that sometimes that gets in the way of me actually living. I want to get on with creating today. I don't want to have to sit for 2 hours and discover what it is that I need to do to shift my head. So I go, hey, divine play, let's play it out. How's it going to play out for you? Let's find out. You guys are acclimatized to these energies now, and you'll be feeling them in a different way. But let's visualize divine play now is wrapping itself around your energy. So you might have condensed down into the center of your being, and I'm feeling like they're pastel colors of pink and light blue and purple and yellow and green, and it's wrapping itself around you like a cloud. There's a fluffy, soft lightness to it as it wraps around you. It's loose and it's wrapping, it's dancing and playing with you. It's not squeezing, it's distracting. If you've ever been in a car with a child who's asked the question, how long till we get there? Are we nearly there? Are we there yet? 40 times. You know that the best thing to do is to distract them from where you're going. That experience of the next 2.5 hours of driving is going to be much more pleasurable for everybody if they are not focusing on where they're getting to, but what they're doing in this moment. It's the same idea now. Divine play is distracting you. It's now bubbling up through the middle of your energy. Think of it like a fountain, but it's making you move. You can see me bobbing with it. It's kind of pulling up through the center of me and then kind of spraying out from underneath my chin. And maybe now it's spraying out from behind you. And it doesn't have to physically move your body. Sometimes this happens on these videos with me because I'm just turning up the volume for the still movement for you guys. Sometimes the energetic movement expresses itself physically to me, with me, for you guys. It's a hook. So many of you are unfamiliar with energetic movement. This is what I'm trying to introduce you to. The idea that it's not just about physical movement. And that if we want true physical movement in the direction in which we want it, maybe that's weight loss, maybe it's more vitality, maybe it's lack of pain, then what we need is energetic movement to bring the physical change. It's true that you can go the other way. You have probably for the whole of your life been using physical movement to ease symptoms. I've got a bad back, I go to Pilates classes. Perfect example. What you are potentially not recognizing is that it's not just the physical movement in that Pilates class that's bringing the change. It's the energetic change that's coming from the physical movement that's bringing the physical change. It's just so easy to go physical to physical as opposed to physical to energetic to physical. It's a longer path, right? But it's true. This is what divine play wants you to feel now. You might not be moving where you think we're in the way that you think we're moving. But we're moving, and that's the most important thing. Sometimes it doesn't matter how, it just matters that you are. Because these movements kick off consequences, fluid consequences, across all of your cells. Think of it like a snowball effect, or the ripples of change is a better idea, because it's change here that's impacting change over here. The snowball doesn't even have to reach that, but the ripple might. It's the butterfly effect. A butterfly beating its wings here, an energetic change in this energetic part of me is rippling energetic change somewhere else. And this is why Divine Play says, let me take the steering wheel. Maybe I can see from my zoomed out perspective that if I just create energetic change here, this will be easy for you. This will be embraced by you. This will be enhanced because it will feel good to you. And the rippling of that will bring the change to the thing that is encased in a hard shell that you've been holding on to for some reason, and we don't need to know why, and that the change can't quite get through. It's that niggly back that won't go away, however much Pilates you do. Divine Play with me and Divine Dance brings a change somewhere that feels good, that is easy for you to embrace. And it's the ripple of that change through your energetic body. And you might feel it. It feels a bit like goosebumps. It feels a bit like a rippling effect. Waves. There's that waves of Divine Play. And it's going and it's unpicking the knot. It's working behind the scenes. It's cracking that hard shell from the bottom. It's infiltrating within and then blossoming from the inside out. And it's cracking that hard shell. And suddenly the physical symptom is changing. Suddenly you feel lighter and more prepared to face the rest of your day. You can lean into the whys and the wherefores and the hows and the understanding if you want to, if it feels good to do that. But know right now that you don't have to understand in order to experience the benefit of the change. You can now go, brilliant. I love that. Thank you. I want to know if there's more change. Let me know. Nudge me later. Maybe I want to understand that later on when I'm driving or, I don't know, in the bath. But right now, you've just facilitated me moving. You've moved me so I can facilitate taking that into the rest of my day to enhance my love of living. That's what I'm all about. I want to bring you guys to an enhancement of your love of your living. Because people, life is for living. And the more you love your living, the more you're going to live. The more you're going to create experiences. The more you're going to create connections. The more you're going to bring your own magic that no one else can bring. And that is what's going to make this world a better place for everybody. Don't feel that as a heavy responsibility. Feel that as we all rise together. Feel that as we're linking arms, holding hands, and we are each bringing our magic. Because do you know what? It feels so good to bring your magic, so you're going to want to do it anyway. But in the knowing, in the understanding that when you live your life and you love your life, and you do that by living your life as all of you, then you can't help but bring your magic. And in doing that, you make the world a better place for everybody. So use this video again. Reach towards my Christmas mini membership if you want more. And know that in the step towards movement to a better feeling place, you are not only enhancing your love of living, you are not only bringing in more experiences in the way that you want them, you're not only deepening your connection to yourself and therefore to those other significant people in your life, but you are calling those significant others to do the same and therefore enhancing their love of living. What an amazing gift to give somebody for Christmas. And it's my gift to you. Have a great day. Reuse this video. Let me know what's coming up for you. And I'll catch you on the mats.